Hello, spiders and sycophants. My name is Devious Guy, and welcome back to the boss designs of Dark Souls. Now, you may remember that in the last episode, we finally managed to beat Quelaag, and I managed to kill an innocent old man who had some spider eggs on his back because I said the wrong thing to him. And we found this lady, who is not Quelaag, but who looks an awful lot like her. And we talked a little bit about what might be going on there. We also did manage to... That's not the run button at all. We also did manage to find our way to the next bonfire out here. There's a bunch of egg dudes, I guess, begging for death or something, who I'm not gonna bother. Whoa, what is that? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark and say whatever that is probably the next big thing I'm gonna have to fight. Which begs the question, how the hell do I get down from here? Okay, so elevator, I guess, would be the, because the gate that opened is somewhere near the blacksmith. Oh, right, there's these people around. I should talk to them, find out what's going on with them.
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
Well, geez, lady, apologies for asking.
Pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself.
Whoa, geez, buddy. That's a little forward.
Goodbye. Be safe.
I don't wanna pick out curtains and adopt a cat with you or anything. Oh, whoa! Hi! Oh, hi! Hello! Oh! You guys seem pretty nonchalant about... Please don't attack me.
Ah, hello.
Oh.
Was it you?
Oh, those are
the
teeth.
Bell of Awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn.
Oh, those teeth.
Chosen undead, who has rung the Bell of Awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate.
I wish you'd go to the
Do
dentist.
you seek such enlightenment?
Sure.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share.
Oh boy, I wish you wouldn't.
Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Do you want to... Would you like to tell me where... Visit what? Where?
I am pleased to see you well.
Well, I'm not so
Is
pleased
it
to see
something
you.
urgent?
But yeah, where... Huh? Feed him? I'm not sure it would. You could tell me where the hell to go.
The realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but for Proceed with caution.
Anyway, let's do the elevator thing. I guess we're going to Anor Londo. Since we're just following directions at the moment. Not that he gave me any, the jerk. You must journey to Anor Londo. Would you like to give me, like, a freaking MapQuest direction or something? GPS coordinates, whatever. Kingseeker Frampt, the primordial serpent. You're not a serpent. You're like someone's ugly-ass uncle. With gum disease. Okay. So it's not going to be a thing where, like, the moment I try and go through the door, it's going to drop on me. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? What the fuck the hell? There's more than one. Could we maybe take this outside to somewhere where you can't gang up on me? That would be nice. Oi, this is going great. I feel like I'm fighting the bell gargoyles all over again, except I'm not doing any damage to them. I didn't rest at the bonfire inside there, did I? No. Okay. Alright. So this pretty much confirms what I thought, that my damage output is just pathetic. Because those were regular-ass enemies. And I was hitting them for, like, bugger all in damage. I guess it's time for me to start trying to understand the stats and weapon system. We'll grab the sword. We'll go grinding for some souls, I guess in Darkroot Garden or something? Anyway. A character design video for Frampt. That might be... I mean, there isn't really much to analyze with that guy, but we can do a little one right now. He's a head. He's literally just a head attached to a very long neck. But there is something interesting going on with him. Like, he says that he's a serpent, right? But he doesn't look at all like a serpent, like in any way like a serpent. Like, the only thing that looks serpent-like about him is the slits he's got for eyes. And he is an interesting character because he is so wrong. Like, there's something so wrong about him. With, like, especially with the giant teeth, like the giant grin, that the lips that are completely curled away from his mouth like that make him incredibly unsettling. And the fact that he won't stop chattering his teeth doesn't help either. So we've got this big, you know, powerful nose, which is a human nose, entirely a human nose. We've got those two tentacle things, whatever the hell they are, approximating a mustache, which on a human character would give him kind of a distinguished bearing. Like, it would make him look kind of like nobility, like he was part of some upper class of people. But then he's got those ridiculous eyes that are looking in different directions at all times. And those massive teeth. Human teeth. Like, that's also the thing that's so disturbing about his teeth, is that they are clearly human teeth. But they are attached to something which is very much not human, which is the most creepy thing in the universe. So he's this character who looks incredibly disconcerting. Like, just, he looks like something from a nightmare, from a different dimension of thought. But he also doesn't exactly look hostile, right? Like, he doesn't really have, like, big sharp teeth or spikes or claws or anything to him that sort of suggests that he's a predator. In fact, the big flat teeth suggest that he's a herbivore, if anything, or an omnivore. But he's sort of this weird mix of decidedly uncanny and very unpleasant look, and non-threatening. Like, there's a non-threatening aspect to him. And of course, the large forehead indicates intelligence, which is one of the oldest design tropes in the world. Okay, so need to figure out what the hell to do next. So I heard that I could farm large shards from the slimes in Blighttown, or before Blighttown, by the Gaping Dragon. And I would quite like some large shards. Alright, you snake bastards. I have a slightly sharper sword now. So you better watch out. Ugh, thank God. Hoo, ha, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. Ah! What the hell? Oh, there he is. Okay, I get it. And fall down. There's a way forward. There's a way for us. One more way. Suck it. Run, 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 run. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh, please don't be a boss. Okay, good. Then why is it a fog? Why are there fog doors when there's no boss? Why? So we'll go a little bit longer than usual on this stream, since apparently we can make it into Sen's Fortress now. Oh, hi! Oh, man. Oh, that was hubris. I can make it into Sen's Fortress now. Oh, depth perception, don't fail me now. So, I should have seen the floor. Like, I should have observed that the floor shows definite signs of boulder. I guess the best thing to do is try to follow it then. There. Okay. That chest is a mimic. That one is. I know it is. That one has to be. Yep. Would you target him? Oh, he's big. Why is he big? Oh, why is he so big? Why does he have so much health? Oh, no. Oh, that is a disturbing character design. Oh, I was smarter than you. I knew it. I knew. Stairs. Oh, that looks like Boulder Town. That looks like Boulder's Will. Yeah, hi. I don't trust that you're not gonna roll down to me, though. I don't trust that whatsoever. Oh. Oh, I see. I can control the boulders, can I? Aha! Oh! I just went backwards, didn't I?
This is quite easy. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan.
Logan.
Cooked up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. Mold and empty-handed. But I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repulsive.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Oh, I have the master key. Well, I found a guy, and I helped him because I'm very nice. Okay, so that was worthwhile at least. I thought I had just accidentally set myself back a lot. Oh, come on! I was in the doorway, you dick. I touched it from behind. Oh my god. I guess this is why they call it Sen's Funhouse. Yes. I'm beginning to understand why chat was giving it that title. Right. Okay. Sure would be nice if a bonfire existed, like if bonfires were real and not mythological. Oh, lightning spear is good. I like the lightning spear. Oh, I'm tense. I'm very tense. I'm very tense. I'm just tense. Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, okay. Is there a bonfire somewhere? I hope there's a I want a bonfire. I want a bonfire. I really want a bonfire! Flame stone plate ring. Boosts fire defense. Oh, hey! Look at a thing that would be very useful to have against the oozing the tentacle guy. Oh, he's gonna start throwing them at me. Oh, God! What? Oh! Oh! I guess I know what the fire ring is for now. When can I run? When can I get through? Never! Okay, never. Never works for me. Never is fine. I can never get through. There's no way to ever... Oh, the stairs are over there. I see. That's where the stairs were. Let's put on fabric so that fire hurts us less. Ugh. I'm guessing this is not the end of it. Yeah! Turns out I was right. Oh! I thought it looked like I could jump down here. So now we have a better place to respawn. I'm gonna kindle this bonfire. I have to make him stop doing that. Jeez. Ricard. Who is this guy? Chosen weapon of the infamous undead prince Ricard. Ricard's exploit are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty but wandered the lands in a fateful inconceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. Jesus, poor guy, but why was he just waiting here to be a dickhead to me? Oh, okay, okay, he can aim for me. Okay, he can aim for me. I thought he could just throw it in predetermined places. Yes! Oh, made it. So, hello. Hi.
Another undead, eh? I took on Sam's fortress alone. But I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same.
You're a condescending dick.
Let me help you out. With your soul searching.
Oh, he's got the big onion armor. Oh, I kind of want it. I kind of do. Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. There it was. That's what I was expecting. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay. Oh, precision platforming. Oh, f off. Oh, that's big. Oh, him very big. Him large. If I just go through now, then I'm gonna have to deal with that guy. And also Captain Bombs a lot. So, stairs up. Maybe an opportunity to... Oh, hey, hi, hello. I just don't want to, but I've gotta have to. I'm stabbing his ass a lot. Halfway dead. But so am I. Let me just... Hi. Excuse me for a second. Can I just be a real dick? Oh, well. This works for me. That was good. That was nice. It's time to get hurt. A lot. We actually made it to another boss, the Iron Golem this time. I hope Lightning Spear works on him. Okay. Blocking does absolutely bloody nothing. Okay, okay. He's big. He's very big. That's his primary quality, is he's very large. And also that he throws me off of things. Oh, somewhere out there in Lordran, there's a guy. And we'll fight until the death, he and I. Someday I'll wish upon the flame, rekindle it for all the world to be saved. First I'll kill the Fire Lords, gather up the souls they stored, and then I don't know. The game is really vague about the lore, so I don't really know what I'm doing. And the camera is a little bit of a when you use the lock-on system like that. Okay. Did he just almost stumble? Oh, neat. There is an interesting thing going on with him, because we have faced a whole bunch of dudes in armor in this game so far. But now we're not facing a dude in armor, we're facing an armor without a dude. Which is an interesting little... It's an interesting little thing. Yes, okay, good. We'll take more of a look at him in the post segment, but... Like, he's an empty piece of armor who you're fighting, as opposed to the many occupied pieces of armor you've been fighting so far. It's also the first time you have really fought... The heck is that? Did I activate another boss? I prefer not to have... Oh no! Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. Or is it bad? Okay, well... Oh, hello. Wherever these guys are taking me, there better be a bonfire. Ow. This is very pretty. Oh, this is very pretty. Anor Londo. Indeed. This is a different kind of place, isn't it? Well, this all looks very pretty and preserved. For all that this place looks immaculately preserved, though, can't help but notice that nobody seems to be living here. Giant-ass castle like this and nobody in it? Is there... did I miss a bonfire? Bye. So, we're gonna cut this here, and I'm gonna throw it over to Future Skyne, who's gonna have probably not that much to say about the Iron Golem, but we can talk perhaps a little bit about the history of golems and what they are and what they represent, and some of the meanings that are kind of associated with them. And over to you, Future Skyne. Well, thank you very much, Past Skyne, and may I say, you're sounding a lot better with those new microphone settings. The handsome timbre of your voice is really coming through now. But yes, you're right. There isn't, from a character design perspective, that much to say about the Iron Golem. It is an Iron Golem, similar to Iron Golems that you see in dozens, if not hundreds, of other video games. As I remarked during the fight, there is an interesting little subversion in that this is the first time we have fought an armor without a dude. Beyond that, there are a couple of little interesting twists to this particular character design. First of all, the giant hole in the chest, which is the kind of thing that normally in chestplate armor you don't want a giant hole in the chest because that's where the organs are, and you don't want swords to go in there. So this is a visual indication that you're dealing with an armor without a dude, and also that you're dealing with a creature that is, in a very literal way, heartless. The other interesting character design feature is its head, specifically that tiny little vestigial bump of metal on top of its shoulders that sort of looks like it might be supposed to be a helmet, but which is at the same time much too small to proportionally contain a head that is appropriate for this size of a creature. Now, this is a little character design trick. If you want a character to look larger, more imposing, like they're bigger, like they're more swollen with muscles and power than they really are, well, then make their head smaller in proportion to the body. Now, I also think that equally to being a very tiny helmet, the little metal piece that sits on top of the Iron Golem's shoulders could also be read as being a severed neck. And the bent iron rods that protrude from that severed neck could be the still flopping viscera of a recent beheading. Whichever way you read it, whether it's that the Iron Golem has a tiny head or that it has no head at all, both of those things are associated in character design with diminished or non-existent intelligence. Now, that's a character design trope that can very quickly turn really, really shitty, so you should be careful how you use it, but in this context particularly, it gives the impression of the Iron Golem being a creature that doesn't really act from a set of rationales, but rather reacts from a set of instincts, rather like a headless chicken. And that leads us rather naturally on to the historical origins of the Golem itself, and what it might mean as a character type in the context of Dark Souls. Now, in modern culture, golems are pretty common. They're in everything from, Dungeons and Dragons to every single fantasy video game, and usually in such versions, they behave much in the same way that we conceive of robots today, in the sense that they are creatures that are made out of some various material that has been brought to life, and then they're doing some certain set of tasks. Golems, however, are an old piece of folklore. Specifically, they are a piece of Jewish folklore. And in Jewish folklore, I'm going to be simplifying this, by the way, massively. If you want to know something about golems and Jewish folklore, actually, you should go and look up some sources on your own, but I'm simplifying massively. A golem is a creature typically formed from mud, which has had one of the names of God inscribed upon it, either on a piece of paper that's been put in its mouth or inscribed on its forehead or something like that, and then the name of God brings that thing to life. Typically, they'll be controlled by a particularly devout or pious rabbi who will use the golem to do various kinds of work in the community or perhaps to protect the community from outside attack. The most famous golem you may have heard of is the Golem of Prague, a golem which was supposedly created by a rabbi by the name of Judah Loev ben Besalel, and I apologize for mispronouncing that, who created the golem out of clay from the Vltava River, and again, not good at pronunciations over here, brought it to life and used it to protect the Prague ghetto from anti-Semitic attacks and pogroms. The golem performed that role for a good long while until, for various reasons, it had to be disassembled and stored away, and then, so the legend goes, anytime that the Jewish community of Prague may need it again, the golem will be reassembled and rise once more to protect the community from attack. Besides that particular famous story, though, many Jewish communities all over the world have their own golem stories, and once you dive into Jewish folklore, you can find a whole host of these narratives that serve all kinds of different purposes, oftentimes moralistic, but sometimes also just a fantasy of a persecuted community being able to defend themselves against that particular persecution with the aid of their god. A lot of golem stories, however, do share something in common, is that typically they will be raised, they will be asked to perform some kind of a task, with the rabbi who raised it in question being warned that you must deactivate the golem on the Sabbath, or you must deactivate it after it has done its job, otherwise things may go wrong, and the rabbi then, seeing the usefulness of the golem, neglecting perhaps to deactivate it as it should, and the golem then subsequently going on some sort of a rampage or causing some sort of major problem that needs to be solved with the use of guile, trickery, and sometimes piety. A typical example would be a golem that is raised to do some sort of task, like cut down trees or collect water, but which will not have been properly instructed on when, how, or why to stop doing that task, which then causes a major problem when the golem either drains an entire river by emptying it of water or cuts down an entire forest's worth of trees. And if that narrative sounds a little bit familiar to you, well, it's probably because it shows up in all kinds of other places as well. This particular bit of Jewish folklore has become a huge part of pop culture as well. You can find it in Saturday morning children's cartoons. You can find it in the Disney film Fantasia, where that type of a narrative is the basis for the Sorcerer's Apprentice sequence. Now, interestingly, Isaac Asimov, one of the most influential science fiction writers of all time, was Jewish, and it is generally considered that Golem narratives may have been one of the inspirations that informed his own writings about robots. And that inspiration echoes up into the modern day. I'm thinking particularly of a character like GLaDOS from the Portal series, who, much like a golem, is a character who was created by human beings to perform a certain task, but because those human beings did not observe proper ethical rules of conduct, well, everything goes wrong, and within the logic loop of her particular instructions, she finds a way to wreak bloody vengeance on the people who made her. So what does that have to do with the Iron Golem in Dark Souls? Well, probably not that much, really, because in modern gaming, the golem is less a sort of representation of a particular folkloric tradition that stretches all the way from, the early 1100s into the modern day, and more just a useful stock archetype. If you have a door that needs to be guarded, or a treasure that needs to be protected, or some kind of puzzle that needs to be shepherded, well, a golem can be a very useful character for the purpose because it can be programmed to do things that humans can do, but without the kinds of intelligence that demand any kind of characterization. It can essentially perform the role of a human while maintaining the characterization of an animal. And insofar as I can tell, that's really what the Golem in Dark Souls is. It is a creature that is there to protect the passageway to Anor Londo, but it's not a creature that's particularly there to tell much of a story. Sense Fortress is a maze of mechanical contraptions and traps, and so it's appropriate that the boss of Sense Fortress is itself the closest thing we get to a machine in a medieval universe like Dark Souls. It is the medieval version of a robot, a golem. But it is not there to be a personality or to have a story or to be intimately connected to any of the other characters in the story. It is an object, and it's there to serve a purpose. Hey, thank you very much for watching another episode of the Boss Designs of Dark Souls. If you've enjoyed this video, peas, you can give me peas. You can send me peas in the mail, and I will eat them for dinner, because they're healthy and they're full of good nutrition and vitamins and stuff. But you can also, please, click the like button down below. You can hit the subscribe button to get subscribed, hit the bell icon. You've heard all this from other YouTubers before. If you want to help support the channel and help support me in creating series like the Boss Designs of Dark Souls, which take quite a bit of effort and time, well, you can head on over to Patreon and sign up for a monthly donation of anything that you're able and willing to give. Or if you don't want to do a monthly donation, you can go to Ko-fi with the link down in the description, where you can give me a one-time tip to say, hey, good job dying in Sen's Fortress alive. That was great. For you get $3. That's nice. And if you want to do either of those things, well, I'd be very grateful. But of course, if you're not willing or able to do so, don't even worry about it. I'm just happy that you have watched the video this far. If you have not enjoyed this video, well, feel free to head down below the video and click the dislike button. It's perfectly safe. No person would be insane enough to create a trigger that causes the floor to fall out from under you and you fall into a pit of spikes when you click the dislike button. That would never happen. Like, there's no arrows pointed at you right now inside of your walls with the panels ready to slide back and then fill you full of holes when you click the dislike button as some sort of devilishly elaborate trap to punish you for not enjoying my online content. Nobody would be so mad as to spend years and millions of dollars setting up elaborate death traps in the homes of every member of their audience so that they can finally extract their bloody-minded revenge. Nobody would be so mad. I'm sorry, I just thought of something funny. Thank you very much for watching.